Hello and welcome to Two Start Training. We're a member of and training centre for IPAF, for the International Powered Access Federation, delivering training for various mobile elevating work platforms known as MUPs and their associated equipment. In this short video we're going to show you what training is available and what to expect on the day. All IPAF courses, whether it's the IPAF MUP Operators course or one of the other IPAF courses we provide, will always start in the classroom setting like the one you can see here. Begins with the completion of the paperwork and then the session itself. During this time we'll go through all of the regulations and guidance, machine categories and specifics, structural parts, familiarisation and pre-use inspection, hazard awareness and all of the other operational aspects you'd be expected to know as a MUP operator. Now this culminates in completion of the IPAF Operators Theory Test, which is available in multiple languages if you need, and once that test is completed and passed we'll then head out and start your practical training. Any IPAF practical session will always start with checking the documentation first, such as the site-specific risk assessment and making sure that the machine thorough examination certificates are valid and in date and that the manuals are present. Once we've done that, we'll go through each machine and carry out a full pre-use check, ensuring that all of the components are in a serviceable condition and the machines are working correctly. Once we've been through all the controls, it's on to practice. There'll be plenty of time to hone your skills and get ready for your IPAF practical operators tests. Now, where it comes to deciding which IPAF category you need training for, we need to have a look into these machine categories in a little bit more depth, as there are a number of types as well as a number of groups. So we'll start with the difference between Type 1 and Type 3. So Type 1 is known as static. Type 3 is known as mobile. It's a simple question: can the machine be driven or moved around with the platform in the elevated position? If the answer is no, it's a Type 1 static. If it can be moved, it's Type 3 mobile. So if we have a look at this machine on the right here, the nifty 120T, we can see it's got 4 outrigger legs which must be deployed before the platform can be elevated. So once the platform is elevated, it can't be moved anymore, therefore it's a Type 1 static. Whereas with these two machines on my left hand side, they're both capable of being moved around with the platform in the elevated position, so they fall into Type 3 mobile. Now the next thing we need to decide is whether the machine falls into Group A for vertical or Group B for boom. Now the definition of vertical and boom is whether the vertical projection of the centre of the platform is within the tipping lines even when the machine is at the maximum chassis inclination specified by the manufacturer. Now that can be a little bit confusing, so there is a simpler way to understand it. What we're going to do with each of the machines is we're going to imagine a straight line coming from the centre of the platform all the way down to the ground. So starting with the Genie GS 2032 here, even with this deck extended, the central point on that platform, if you were to imagine a straight line down, is always above the chassis. Therefore this machine is a Group A vertical machine. However, if we look at either of these machines, the central point of the platform down to the ground, that point is outside the tipping lines. Therefore both of these machines are boom type machines, or machines that would have what we call horizontal outreach. So combining those two questions together, we can arrive at what the correct IPAF category is. So firstly, can this machine be driven elevated? Yes. Where's the platform in relation to the chassis? Directly above it. Therefore this is a 3A mobile vertical. Then we have this machine here. Can it be driven while it's elevated? Yes. And where is the platform in relation to the tipping lines? Well, it's outside. So this machine is a 3B mobile boom. And then this machine over here, can it be driven while it's elevated? No. And where is the platform in relation to the tipping lines? Well, it's outside. So this machine is a 1B static boom. Don't forget to check the website for full details of all the IPAF training which we provide, and once you've decided which course is appropriate for you, then give us a call and we'll be able to arrange your training.